updates for a video only 300 people watched? The gasp! Anyway, so last time I tackled the death battle in 1 Minute Melee shared timeline, I determined the times from all the fights between Boba Fett vs Samus to the Kari vs Renamon. This time let's go and continue from there up till Kenshiro nipple cripples Jotaro to death. Booty dubs, this recording was done before Crash vs Spyro was released. First, battles that don't work. Sephiroth vs Virgil. I can't find a Devil May Cry timeline that is connected to real life, and this has no connection to Dante vs Bayonetta, and Gaia is a completely different world, so yeah. Raven vs Twilight Sparkle also doesn't work, as it takes place in Equestria, and no matter the time Raven started in, she could have easily been taken to a different time as well as dimension, you don't ever know. Finally, Crash vs Spyro. I can't say where it is, but neither of these guys have timelines. Yeah, I turned out to be correct. As it turns out, Crash vs Spyro takes place in Crash's world, which doesn't work. Now let's get going. The earliest is Ichigo vs Naruto. I still have no fucking clue where Naruto takes place, but apparently the second act of Bleach starts in 2003. I have no clue about Act 3, so if anybody knows, please tell me. So far though, 2003 for this one. Following that is Jotaro vs Kenshiro. While Fist of the North Star takes place in the 90s, as far as I know, the latest appearance of Jotaro is in Part 6 of JoJo's, and that apparently takes place in 2011. Balrog vs TJ is next. Simply put, latest point in Killer Instinct timeline is 2015. Goodbye. Smokey vs McGruff then. In 2018, this year, McGruff was revived by the Martin Agency, so we can assume this is the latest point in the McGruff canon. As dumb as it sounds. Finally, for the first timeline, Batman Beyond vs Spider-Man 2099, which surprisingly takes place in 2099. However, fun facts are to be had. Batman Beyond takes place in the year 2039, and Batman is in his 70s during this point in time. So if we assume that Batman is in his 30s when fighting Captain America, we can say this battle takes place in 1999. Based on this, we can assume that between this point and Wolverine vs Raiden, 19 years pass, but that's not going to be put in the timeline. Then, however, we go to the second timeline. Here, Wonder Woman vs Thor takes place, as Wonder Woman was killed by Rogue. Sure, she might have been brought back by Superman Return Earth to life, however the two destroy the moon in this battle, which means it takes place before Wily vs Eggman, but after any battles with the moon in them. The other second timeline battle is Batman vs Black Panther, because Batman is alive again, and he couldn't have been brought back by the Earth revival thing, because Superman does it before Goku beats up Captain America, which has to happen before Captain America dies from Batman, which means Batman dies before this. Of course, maybe this or Batman vs Black Panther takes place before Goku vs Superman and were never brought up, but I'd like to assume this is the second timeline. Finally, Samurai vs Shredder is going to be at the end of the second part of the timeline, because chronological order of release, and also Shredder uses modern tech, so it's not feudal to Japan despite how it looks. Now for the 1 Minute Melee side, Luigi vs Tails then. This takes place before Shadow vs Eggman, as in this one, Tails takes the egg guy down. Knuckles also shows up, implying that Wario vs Knuckles took place before this as well. So let's just go with that, and so Tails and Knuckles left after beating up Eggman like they usually do. The only other episode that can be added is Goku vs Saitama, which takes place after Gohan vs Superboy. But, Saitama doesn't seem to recognize Goku, that or he does, and that's why he reacts like he does. And that could make sense, and it would explain why he's so uninterested in fighting Goku, as he already fought Superman, who was just more of a challenge in this timeline. And there we go. I'll continue to update every 10 episodes. In this case, when Death Battle reaches episode 10 of season 5, I'll do a video for that. And then when they get to episode 20 and so on, so see you then. And for a little bit extra recorded at the end, adding on to this, Pit vs Sora takes place in the Olympus area of Kingdom Hearts. At least, that's what I think. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts, I don't know. But I'm assuming that's the Olympus area. Can't fucking use that to determine when it takes place.